take care of your little bit of a lag problem. I know that's probably frustrating you. I know it frustrates me because I'm like, come on, just click the button. What the And I know it's your computer and not you, but it's still like makes me want to pull out my non-existent hair.
Yeah, and I don't want you to have to try to find hair to pull out.
I mean, I'd have to take off my shirt. That would be
It's whenever you need an excuse to take off your shirt.
depends on how cold it is. All right. Yeah, if you can start streaming Necron.
We're good to go. We're online.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. No real time has passed since last week. You drove into the side of a building, wiped out an entire professional mercenary corps, except for the two who gave up. Got your, Mr. Johnson, of which he was very beat up but appreciative, got in the van and drove your ass out of there. At that point in time, some of you were still wounded, still healing. Oh, Steve, I'm sorry. That's one of the things that you missed last week. And it kind of turned into a new power for you that made sense as a technomancer.
Okay.
Spider got hit by a grenade after taking some other injury and was down and messed up, and you have an auto dock. And instead of letting the auto dock do its thing by itself, you actually merged with it and used your electronic skill to diagnose and heal him with the auto dock. So you are the team's backup healer because the healer was down bleeding.
Okay.
See what happens when you don't show up to class? You get a new assignment.
And I honestly, I want to apologize for that. I did something
speaking at you.
stupid. I did something stupid that I realized after the fact, or I would have been fine. I took medication I shouldn't have taken earlier than I should have.
Yeah, that can certainly mess people up. All right, back to the game. You are currently in the van with Mr. Steelhawk. And bloody and bruised, because even if you heal him, he's going to have some marks that are not going to away. He's got a couple permanent scars on his face from and possibly other places from his little excursion. And he turns around and he looks at the rest of the people in the van and he says, Seattle is blown. We have to get everything that we can that belongs to us, and we need to get the frag out of here. If you just drive the van around for a while, I'll work on an exit strategy for us.
You got it, boss.
Yeah, you got to recover. You were supposed to be my liver.
He chuckles a little bit, then tells you not to make him laugh because it hurts. So he jacks into the Matrix through the satellite array that's on the roof, and he is gone for hours. He pops back up, and he's like, all right, I think I know somewhere we can disappear for a while. I'll work out the rest as we go, but I have the first part ready. And he gives Sprocket some GPS coordinates.
Right on.
They take you almost completely out of the city. You are almost in the Native American nation's territory by the time you stop.
All right.
The airstrip that you drive to isn't on any public map. It's cracked concrete, dead lights, and a small jet that looks like it never existed anywhere long enough to be remembered.
Hmm.
No markings, just black in the night.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, sleek.
We're here, chummers. Rain hammers the tarmac as Steelhawk jumps out, moving fast, already grabbing his gear. He looks over his shoulder, not afraid, just measuring time he no longer has. Engines spin the moment the hatch. Well, there's good news and there's bad news. He looks at you guys and says, getting out of here cost us all a lot of money.
Is that why my
So that-
wealth die is a D8? What was it, D12?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
well, actually, yours should go back up to a D10. I'm sorry. I forgot you were independently wealthy.
No problem.
Everybody else's went down to a D8 plus 1. He goes, but there is good news. Helix, your friend Binky, finding out what happened to us, sent us a care package.
Oh. That's good news. Oh.
Kat, there are a couple things on there specifically for you because most of this stuff doesn't help you in any way, shape, or form. Gun ammunition and all of that stuff really doesn't mean anything to you. So there is a set of 12 mastercrafted throwing axes, 2 mastercrafted war axes, and there are some fragmentation grenades with orichalcum dust in it. Those are the ones that will definitely do damage to spirits better than normal grenades would. That being said, you might want to buy some normal everyday grenades when we get somewhere, because with your throwing skill, you and grenades are a good thing.
Does ammo work for me? For my gun?
Yes, it does. And there should be a little bit of ammunition for just about everybody. Crap. You know what? Hold on a second.
Come
I
in.
sw-
Oh, here you go.
I switched it over to anyone should be receiving, so you should be able to just go in there and grab some instead of making requests.
I got
Just make certain when it comes to the ammunition and such that you save some for some of the other people.
Did I take too much then?
So with the orichalcum dust, I had given like 9 of that to Necron, but that's because he had like the various drones that he might have needed to at least put a clip in each. But otherwise, I think everybody else should have like 2 or 3 clips of the orichalcum. If not, I can put some more on there.
So how many of the orichalcum dust ammo should I take?
I was thinking 9.
You got it?
How many grenades do I need to get?
Didn't I already give that to you?
I don't know if anybody else wanted any throwing grenades. I didn't think anybody else was like
There are
really.
already 8 missing. From the the orichalcum dust was gone. I don't know how many everybody else
No,
got.
there were
now.
2 different kinds. There were some minis and then there were some bigger ones.
Right, the minis are supposed to go to
Me.
The humans.
Yeah, to Necron because he throws them in his
Gone.
grenade launchers. I don't think anybody else has grenade launchers.
Yeah, and so I just got the big ones.
Yeah.
All right, so I did what I got the axes and the big grenades. That's what I was supposed to get, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You can take, I mean, I would keep your normal throwing axes on your sheet, but you can take the normal axes off. Because there's no sense walking around with 4 sets of axes.
Do they match? And do they match my different outfits?
No. So that being said, I have, as you can see, made armor-piercing ammunition and explosive ammunition. Something that you guys can buy later is there also extra explosive ammunition. There is improved armor-piercing ammo, and there's also armor-piercing explosive ammunition. But those are now in the weapons and armor section. So when and if you get where you're going, if you want to buy some more of that stuff, go for it. My suggestion to you, there's 2 ways that you can use the ammunition if you're using it for your gun. Either make a copy of your gun that has the extra stuff built into it, or when you go to use it, you can manually change it real quick back and forth. That depends on what's easier for you. I will say the biggest problem with the explosive ammunition and the armor piercing ammunition is it is pretty much useless most of the time to Nox, except for his, I believe you have a submachine gun, Nox. But normally you use your needle gun, the Viper gun, and that can't take the fancy ammunition. That's one of the drawbacks of using the needle gun.
Okay. Just so you all know, I am out on mute for a little bit.
All right. Nobody grabbing that armor piercing ammunition?
Well, I grabbed some
Ammunition.
if
You are generally the only person who does like a lot of major shooting,
okay,
and Sprocket got a whole bunch of grenades. So if you grab the
Yeah.
rest of that,
okay.
I mean, you can buy more of it. The normal AP ammunition, I believe that's only like $100 a clip. You guys will get to the point where you can probably, not yet, but by the time that you're maybe halfway through seasoned or make it to veteran, you can probably say that all of your ammunition is either armor piercing or explosive or something like that. The orichalcum dust rounds, those are expensive. That's 5,000 new yen a clip.
Wow.
And the
I
grenade,
grabbed some of those. So
yeah, the grenades are also pretty expensive.
how do you get back to the Binky's thing? Oh, okay. Let's take the 5 that's left. Yes. Okay.
All right.
It's empty. So explosive.
All right. So that stuff is on the plane when you get there. So it's like, oh look, Pinky left us toys. The engines spin up the moment the hatch seals, and Seattle falls away behind the clouds. Neon drowned it by rain, grudges unfinished in the shadows that are still moving. Whatever you stirred up back there, it's not done with you.
I want to send out if I don't know if Steelhawk can do it, maybe just send out word to the neighborhood that to pillage the hideout because it's still got real food in it and different stuff. So
He can do that. He'll do that in the van before you get in the
Mhm.
jet.
sounds
Once
good.
you get in the jet, it's all ties with Seattle is cut off type deal.
Sounds good.
All right. So, what we're going to do from there is I'm assuming that switched for everybody.
Hmm.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's switching for me.
That's funny. Got a window seat. Wait, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's a private plane.
yeah, it's a small private jet. Everybody has their own window seat, but so what I would like from everybody, and if Knox ends up coming out first, we'll skip it. But
Oh, okay.
what I would like from everybody is I would like everybody. We are doing a interlude. Which means at this point in time, I would like everybody to do a quick, it's going to be an explanation of some of your backstory and how you got to Seattle now that you're leaving from Seattle. And you know what? We're gonna go like in reverse order at the moment because, well, some of you guys know what you're doing and some of you don't as far as interludes go. And I would like Helix to go first because you do good examples.
Oh, okay. God, I'm gonna miss this city. It kind of saved my life. Well, started my new life. I ended up super high paying job, reasonable view from one of those skyscrapers out there, but being in that world was deadly dull. So I just grabbed my briefcase, walked out into the streets and into the subculture called Shadowrunning.
All right.
I knew it would be dangerous. Go ahead.
Let me stop you there because I forgot to tell you that having spades in particular, your backstory should be a great and personal triumph.
That's a
from
diamond, actually. That's a diamond, not a
Oh,
spade.
oh, he has diamond. Never mind. Let me find diamonds on here. Your backstory is something your hero wants or already has. It might be a material possession, recognition, political goal, or even a trip you wish to take. Some amazing destination.
Same story. I
All right.
didn't want a destination. I wanted to change it up, and it was for all the experiences I've had and depth of like knowledge of like the world at large, corporate and otherwise. This is a constant learning experience. So I'm here by choice and stuck here by design. So good job for me. And I'm gonna be like cleaning every single bullet and every single clip and putting all the ones that'll store in my jacket, which is hung up and brushed off right now, and then everything else goes in the briefcase and natty little bags and such.
Nice. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Sprocket, we're going to go with you. Same thing.
All
You
right.
have backstory and you have diamonds.
And what was the diamonds again?
Diamonds backstory. Something your hero wants or already has.
Well, let's see. All right. Well, I already have what I want. I came to this town as just a simple mechanic, and I happened to get in with a good patron, and I worked on his cars and his drones and everything like that for high-end cars for like a couple of years, and he ended up giving me the robotic brain that I needed to stick in Bob, so that he's actually intelligent like a human and is independent. And now Bob is my best friend.
Aww.
Aww.
I can't give you a Benny because you're a co-GM, but give yourself a Benny, please.
Take it.
All right, Spider, we're going to go with you. And because you have spades, this would be a backstory about a great victory or personal triumph.
Right. Well, I guess
Let
that
us
would just
know
be
about-
my. What's that?
I was about to say, let us know about the blood song some more.
Yeah, I guess that would fit my awakening actually pretty well. I had a concert, and it was built by corpos, and they were lazy, and the building started to fall apart while I was playing, and that was the moment my abilities awakened, and I was able to protect everyone as they got out the door, and escaped into the night and met Bayless. She taught me how to control my powers. And soon after, I guess I started becoming a Shadowrunner. And so now I've been separated from my band for a while. So I guess that part's not as much of a triumph, but if I were to say something I wanted, it would be to get back with my band at some point. But
Nice.
I don't know if I shortened that too much, but is that okay?
Yeah.
No, you're fine. All right, Kat.
Right, I'm seeking something and I find something in a great adventure, right?
It is a backstory, and you have diamonds as well. So it's something your hero either wants or already has. Describe either what you're looking for or what you're trying to get.
I came to Seattle looking for vengeance after my family had been murdered. And I found one dark and stormy night on the streets of Seattle when I chopped that dude in half and left him bleeding in the street. Then I had nothing else to live for, and I found this new family of shadow. What are we doing? Shadowrunners. How's that?
Nice. I like it.
Good.
Very
Dig
good.
it. All right. I don't suppose you have a moment to say something real quick, Steve, or you're still incommunicado. I'll let you catch up and do that sometime in the near future. Oh,
What's
he
his
said,
card suit? What's he gonna be telling?
he's got heart.
Okay,
He's
which
the
is
only one who got something different. And let's see, with hearts, his backstory is a tale of his greatest love, either lost, found, or waiting back at home.
Oh my. Okay. Um.
I put you on the spot, huh?
So when I got out of the military and to go into the army, or going to Shadowrun, uh, my longtime girlfriend decided she just could not stay with me, and I chose to go into Shadowrun. But I'm hoping that once I retire, she'll still be waiting for me.
Aw, nice. Good one on the spot. I appreciate it. All right. So the first thing I want you guys to know is I appreciate you and I appreciate your stories. The second thing that I would like you guys to know is these interludes tonight, because tonight is mostly just story and such like that. Those bennies are now permanent. You guys now should start off each game with 5 bennies.
All right.
Cool.
Nice.
All right. So, you guys are talking, chatting back and forth on this streamlined jet that is almost hitting Mach 2. It does not take very long for you to get to your destination. You never hear the pilot identify himself. But some of you who know, who have traveled, can look out the window and see when the aircraft slides into the Denver airspace through corridors carved by money, treaties, and favors owned, slipping between the overlapping borders like it belongs nowhere at all. For you who know, Denver isn't one city. It's 5 governments stacked on top of each other, stitched together by corporations who learned long ago how to profit from confusion. The UCAS,
Denver?
CAS, Aztlan, Pueblo, each claims a piece, each watches the other. Steelhawk speaks quietly as the lights flicker below. Denver, yeah, the place where jurisdiction goes to argue with itself. So, for you guys who don't know, Denver literally is a city that has multiple borders and walls. Think East and West Berlin, but more. It's got multiple areas that are part of different nations, and you can cross
Oh,
back.
wow.
It is a crazy place to be. It's a place where you generally do not carry most of your gear. You just have gear stashed in the various places. So when you go through one of the border checks, you go to your other hidden stash and pick up your equipment there.
Interesting.
So you don't land at
It's
an
like we
airport.
went from the frying pan to the fire.
But you don't land at an airport. You touch down on concrete owned by nobody who advertises it. No scanners, no uniforms, just armed silhouettes who wave you through because somebody higher already got paid. You get ushered to a safe house that sits in a dead zone between borders. a place where enforcement is optional and silence is expensive. Concrete walls, signal dampening windows, and a small gym and dojo area. A fridge stocked with real food, which tells you this place isn't cheap and it isn't temporary. You're informed that services can be provided for. You're fairly certain they mean hookers, street docks, talismongers, armorers, etc. For every night of tension waiting for another murder squad, while you wait here, nothing actually happens, which somehow feels worse. The trio feeds are murmurs about politics, markets, localized violence, nothing that connects, nothing that explains why people keep dying quietly in inconvenient places and someone is after you. Steelhawk stays busy on his deck. When he's not sleeping or eating, he's jacked in, trying to create a future for you all. Encrypted calls, short messages, always calm. He always seems to be moving the board. On the 15th day that you're sitting here, he says, all right, next hop's ready. Toronto, no terminals. All right. Now, that being said, notice how I have Ricard in the kitchen. Everybody else.
Or does Ricard look like Max Headroom?
A little bit.
Oh, you're showing your age, Cat.
20
I've
minutes
never
into the
seen that
future.
before.
All right. Now, here is the thing that you guys are going to love the most. Oh, nice.
Ooh, I certainly love that.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, love that too.
Nice.
All right. So we are at interlude time part 2. This is going to be downtime, and this is going to be very specific. Everybody has the same thing. Doesn't matter what you rolled. As this is just the order that we're going in, which means technically Sprocket and Adrian can go whenever they want. This downtime, in the 2 weeks that you're sitting here in the Denver safe house, explain to everybody what you're doing with your augmentation points. How are you, are you just working out and getting stronger? Are you practicing? Did you have cyber surgery? Did you get some sort of magical tattoos or doodads from the talismonger? Who wants to go first? Sprocket or Adrian? Or are we just jumping in and making poor Cat start first?
I'll go first.
All right.
All right. Where did I put it? All right. I went to the talismonger, and she gave me some powder and some words to say, and it's made my brain work faster, and it's also increased my skills. My shooting is better. My athletics better, and yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Oh, and I got some magical cybernetics. We'll just call them cybernetics, but they're magic. I got wired reflectors, so that's why I got the level headed and improved level headed. That's me.
All right. Oh, by the way, Spider, if you
Yeah.
look inside the summon area, inside of the spirits, you will see Cinder. So if you'd like to put him on the map and explain that's I know you have a couple of other little things that you might want to explain as well, but that should be your big ta-da.
Yeah.
What I can do?
Yeah, so I was messing around with some summoning spells I was working on, and I one day I just sing out what was it again? Yeah, the by ashen vow, by door and dusk, in quiet fire abide, cinder ward of the quiet threshold by my side. That's not the tune, but I didn't feel like looking it up. Since I was gonna do it, but I would have had to wait for a second. And this little cat comes out. If it won't let me drop it on the board. Oh, there it is. I dropped two of them. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, when you first call him, he's
got the wrong one.
generally the large size one, and then he can shrink down to the size of a normal cat. But the larger version of him is actually
Where
what do
the
you think of your new buddy?
yeah, and he's like the size of a tiger in that large form. And then oh, I can't show it, but he shrinks down to the size of a house cat whenever he's just relaxed.
Nice.
I put the house cat up by cat on the couch.
Yeah, just curl up to you and purr. But it's interesting though because he looks a little weird. Like his tail is smoke, and he like around the edges he's got like chromatic aberration because he's a spirit, so he's like not really there.
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen fabric that's velvet where it's got like burned out little spots on it. When the light hits him just right, you can see he's got like runes kind of etched into his fur, like burned out velvet. Whenever he gets big and gets angry, the runes flare up. And he has like amber or like ember colored eyes that actually glow, even though he's not, because he's not a real cat. So
So in magic terms, Ricard and Necron probably know he's a spirit ally.
Nice.
All right,
yeah,
Axel.
also
Oh, I'm
got
sorry.
a couple other things. From the Talismonger, I would have got some special grapple gun bracer things. I can basically swing around with them like Spider-Man,
Nice.
but they're powered by magic. So basically, the mechanical device, all it really does is just shoot out the like the little tiny little string and reel it back in, and the magic makes it like stick to things and hold my weight and all that kind of stuff. Allow me to swing around. I can even do like the yank thing or whatever, and like zip away and all that kind of stuff. And what was the other thing? I already forgot. I saw it on my sheet earlier. Oh yeah, awareness. Yeah, I don't know what that would look like exactly, especially for those 2 weeks. But maybe I would just
That
start noticing
yeah,
people before they walk in the room or something.
well, yeah, the awareness
Sorry, what
is
you're saying.
more a if you're like practicing fighting with somebody like that, you start realizing that you can ignore if some if somebody puts a deflection spell up, you can ignore those 2 points of deflection, or you can
Yeah.
ignore if somebody is like partially hidden behind the couch and has 2 points of cover. All right,
Yeah.
Axel.
Um, well, it looks like I've spent some time personalizing my weapon so that it's my own personal trademark, and out in the woods practicing my counterattack so that I'm getting better and stronger next time. That's what's on my list. I guess I'm out wrestling bears.
Yeah, you're like Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider.
Or let me here big brown bear, sit on my back and let me do some push-ups.
Well, you also picked up Hardy and increased your pace. So your normal movement pace is an 8 now, and when you run, you roll an 8-sider. So you are a lot quicker than what you used to be. Figure each square is 6 feet, so 8 times 6.
48.
Yeah. So you're moving like 48 feet in 6 seconds as just your normal everyday movement. That's not counting when you run, when you might be able
Plus
to
a
double that.
D8. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I
So
said, I've been out in the woods wrestling animals and running around working out
yeah.
and smoking
And
weed because we're in Colorado.
alrighty then. Knox.
Okay, so I have spent the time to improve my technomancy skills and I don't remember what else.
Let me pull up your character real quick. I can give you a quick reminder of what you did. Or I think I can. Let's see. Well, you added some built-in toughness that you did not have before. That was definitely a major thing.
Yes.
And you also picked up Hardy, so you do not take a wound from being double shaken. And I believe the rest of what you did was skill based. I think you increased let's see. Looks like you increased your electronics, which is good because you're the backup doc and you're using electronics to do it.
And notice.
Yeah, you got noticeable. Or, well, you're able to notice things a little bit better. You're actually starting to pay attention. That's where all your money went. You can now afford to pay attention. All right. And Helix, hit me with your best shot.
Well, I got ordered up a Wing Chun wooden practice dummy and some wooden pistols, and just been working out on that solid. And yeah, looks like we're all the Hardy Boys now, and just looking pretty fast. So, and I was thinking about it, and probably rather than going what I was thinking of for the edge, I'm thinking I'm just gonna make my weapon. Well, they are trademarked, so I'm just gonna add that first.
So, what I would appreciate from this is I would like everybody to open up their permanent character sheet. So open it up from the side area, please. And in the top right-hand side, I would like everybody to give themselves a point of conviction. So that should put everybody at 2. I
Yep.
believe, unless you already spent one. But then again, you just hit season, so the one that you spent should have refreshed. So yeah, everybody should be at 2 conviction.
Damn, I ain't never even been arrested.
Huh?
Oh, dum. Kat, you haven't had a chance to use that yet. Conviction is when you really want to get something done, or it's super important. When you click on the word conviction or the turn that you have the conviction on, every single dice roll you make, you roll an additional d6 and add it to whatever you're doing.
So if I
So,
really kill somebody really bad, I can do that?
yep. Or you really want to survive somebody hitting you with a grenade, or you really want to make a persuasion check and it's like an absolute desperate need. You can even do it retroactively. If you absolutely need to, you can be like, shit, I really need it. And I'm just going to turn on my conviction and roll a d6 and add that to that. And then if you do it in the middle of combat or something really crazy, you can spend a Benny every turn to keep your conviction going. But it only refreshes when you go up a rank. So when you go from novice to season, it refreshes. When you go from season to veteran, it will refresh again. But it isn't something that refreshes every game like the bennies do.
Gotcha. So make sure I really want to use it.
Yeah.
Or you have a lot of biddies, you keep it running for the entire combat.
Alrighty. You guys get back on another similar plane than last time. And you take off. About an hour and a half later, almost 2 hours, you see concrete, water, and glass, glimpsed from places no tourists ever visits. A couple of you recognize Toronto. The aircraft sets down on a private strip, hugging the industrial shoreline. Corporate owned, off grid, and staffed by people who don't care who you are as long as your numbers line up and you've paid the correct amounts. There's no customs, no security lines, no questions. just a quick handoff. A new jet, different pilot. And Steelhawk checks the weather, the clock, and his comlink. He goes, from here we go quiet again. The next plane is smaller, older. Its destination code means nothing on the public systems. It takes off and runs smoothly like a well-oiled machine despite its age. Slightly after that, you guys land to the north of what looks like New York City. Where you land, the lights thin out and the air smells less like money, more like wet pavement. You guys can see a sign off in the distance that says White Plains. Corporate overflow territory. Close enough to matter, far enough to stay unnoticed. A waiting vehicle takes you the rest of the way. No clatter, no signage, just roads curving downhill towards dark water. Steelhawk finally explains. Last legs on the river. The cigarette boat that you guys get into hits the Hudson hard and fast, engines roaring at a low purr as it slices through the black water. No running lights, no ID, no broadcasting. The city itself rises ahead of you, Manhattan stacked in steel and fire, glowing like it dares the night to challenge it.
Too pretty.
Mhm.
Is this our new home, or are we still traveling?
Not the butt on the
Steelhawk
water.
makes a few calls while the boat is running quiet. Done before you can ask questions, he turns and looks at you and smiles and says, well, we're now temporarily home.
I can live with that.
The boat finally slips into a forgotten marina beneath the city shadows, everything already in place. You get off with the gear that you're carrying, go up a few private stairs, and hit the New York City itself. It smells and feels different. Ozone excitement, paranoia, and an underlayer of rot. There's a GMC Bulldog waiting when you come up the street. Different paint, same feel. If it works, don't break it. You move through the back streets and service roads until you find the city's rhythm. It's slower here, quieter. Things are definitely different. The safe house you make it to sits above a shuttered storefront. Reinforced doors disguised as cheap construction. Smart tint windows layered with signal masking. A planning table wired for secure work. Real beds, real locks. Soy in the cabinets, and just enough real food to remind you that this isn't home. Steelhawk drops his bag and finally looks at all of you. All right. We're ghosts again, but we're working now. Welcome to your new home.
Hoorah.
Cool.
It works.
I've always wanted to say, I'm walking here.
But it was waking.
Yeah. That's only the Bronx.
All right, guys. How do you like the new safe house?
Okay.
Yeah, not
Nice.
bad.
Where's
Hello?
my room?
I like the table.
Yeah. Is that the bar
Oh.
back there? What is that?
It
It's a
could
fancy
be.
table.
That's just like that's a
Well, it's
mini
all
kitchen.
kitchenette. Yeah.
I think the bar's
Yeah.
right here.
Well, it could be in the fridge too, I
Yeah.
guess. The microwave, stove. Oh,
I
you got
like
security
the
camera
the
layout.
security cameras.
And an old CRT right next to it.
Mhm. If it still works.
Or ancient, I guess, in this setting actually, but
Oh yeah,
That's a microwave, isn't it?
Hmm.
yes it is.
no, not up here.
And cat, it
Right
looks like
here
you
is a
made.
microwave.
And cat, looks like you
This
made
is a
your famous
CRT
chili.
TV.
Oh, yeah. Sure that's not my spaghetti?
It could be.
Oh, there it is. It was behind my other thingy.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
Yeah, you guys are like up on the 5th floor. You are fairly certain that all of the apartments in this place over this shop are all safe houses for different people. Not necessarily Shadowrunners, but
That's weird.
other people who definitely don't want to be found.
The picture just lost its, it went black and white. What did they do?
Oh, that's probably because
You put
Ekron
did you?
dropped one of his drones on. It has black and white vision.
Oh,
I didn't think it would change for everybody else. That's weird though.
yeah.
Yeah, well, if you click back on your token, it should go
There
back
you
to
go.
normal.
I,
All right.
I just changed it.
And for some reason, we have permission for his drones, I guess.
All right, so you guys had like a couple days here, but money is dwindling a little bit. Like I said, it took a lot to get here.
All inventory from here to here. Oh, what to here or to here, and make sure it's all in like clean and organized shelves, and see what food is we got. Oh, and from here, can you see any Chinese or Italian restaurants
I
or
mean,
carts?
it,
Up
it,
from
it's
there.
it's New York City. Yes, there are various restaurants that you can see.
I bet so.
Don't forget about the pizza.
Oh yeah. Well, then that's the first order of testing. Can
Yep, I agree. Pizza.
so 3 pizzas.
All right. So after a little while, Steelhawk stands near the workstation, one hand resting on the edge of the projection grid. Well, the city doesn't care you were in Seattle. Here, your inventory until proven otherwise.
Ah, right on.
He gestures, and a holographic projection shifts to the Midtown Corporate District, a tower highlighted in pale blue. I bought us some breathing room, not safety. And breathing room costs money. I've got us a job. He taps the projection and it zooms into the highlighted building. Arcano Research Division, Corporate Midtown. They've got something under their tower that isn't behaving the way it's supposed to. They've lost some people. No bodies, no alarms, no screams, just people gone. He slides a small encrypted chip across the workstation surface. Meets tomorrow. Dress fancy. You're to meet at Le Septième Ciel, 16th floor. It's in the corporate buffer zone. You go in clean and calm, minimal weapons. He looks at Cat and says, especially you.
Fortunately, she has a folding axe now, right?
Yeah, I mean, all of her
Or
axes. Yeah, all of her axes fold down. She can get away with bringing a couple of her throwing axes. You probably couldn't get her war axe through the door. The place is too nice.
Well, there was a collapsible axe in the Binky's supplies.
Yeah, but I mean, even collapsible, it's
Okay, got it.
still it collapses down to about the size of like what you would consider like a normal tomahawk or hand axe. There's a faint smirk when he says it, though, Cat. If they're lying, we'll know soon enough. Outside the window, lightning flickers faintly over Manhattan. Not a storm, just heat lightning. Or something pretending to be. So I cannot pronounce the name of the restaurant. So I'm going to put it in the chat if I can get it to. We determined there's a couple people here who speak French, right?
I think maybe they have romantic languages. I think.
I speak
Yeah.
Bantu, Celtic, and Iroquois.
Yeah. It's Brethial and Romance. So Romance languages.
Romance will get it for you.
Yeah.
It translates as the seventh sky. It's a rooftop restaurant, 60 floors up at a midtown corporate hotel tower. Security is all but invisible, but heavy. Micro drones all over the place. Discreet mages maintaining wards around the private dining area. Steelhawk even brings you guys some nicer clothing to wear. So assume that you're looking kind of spiffy unless you purposefully
Or
decide
fancy.
not to. Yeah.
I
So I
just
got my
wear what I always wear. Looks spiffy anyway.
Yeah, that's true. You actually do look spiffy. Yeah.
All right. Anybody doing anything, any special preparation or anything I should know about before going and talking to your potential new employer?
I wanted to get a tailored suit with secret spots upon the dressing where I can put Bob, the pieces of Bob. So you know how because I summon him and stuff like that, but I just gotta have his pieces.
All right. That you can certainly do.
You want me to roll or anything?
Let me check the wealth real quick.
Because like, I mean, I'll put
What's
down,
your
I'll put down the extra money to get it armored and stuff. My wealth die is a D10.
okay? So for you, it is a roll, but it's a 0 modifier roll. Because that is a $5,000 suit. All right. and you got it with a raise, so your wealth die does not go down.
Right on.
What did he bring me to wear?
It is a like a tasteful like pantsuit. He figured you weren't going to wear a spiffy dress unless you wanted one specifically.
Well, I think I would do a spiffy dress with a low cut and 2 high slits on either side with my boots on where I put my throwing knife in it down each boot just in case.
All right.
And since you got the jacket that like doesn't my jacket like
Yeah, your
change?
armor. Well, yeah, it normally does like blends into the shadows.
Oh, because I was gonna see if I could if it would I could wear it with my dress and they'd be so busy looking at my boobs they wouldn't notice that all the pockets on the inside are filled with collapsible throwing axes.
You can probably get away with it and hang it up in the coat check area. You probably can't well, I mean, you can sit down and wear it. It'll just stand out a little bit, but I mean, you're over 7 feet tall, not counting your horns.
Yeah,
you're gonna stand out anyway.
exactly.
Okay. Besides that, anybody? I'm trying to push this along just a little bit. 'Cause I know in about 15 minutes or so we're gonna lose Spider.
Say they so
Yeah.
fucking they so.
Yeah, they agreed to push it back half an hour, so it'll be 9 p.m. my
Oh,
time, 8
okay.
p.m. or no, wait, 10
Cool.
p.m. your time, I guess. So
All right. I could swear. Oh yeah, I do have a map for that. Nice. I'll put you guys on the board.
oh, it's just great for me. Other than the tokens, of course.
Wow, that's weird. It shouldn't be gray at all.
Mine's not.
Did you mess up my vision?
Mine's not.
Or the
I mean, even when I click on your token, I don't see it as gray.
Yeah, everybody has basic vision on it right now.
I'll refresh, see what it does. Oh, I know what it is. I turned off on my VPN, so I decided didn't want to load the game properly anymore.
No.
All right. So, as you can tell, the restaurant itself is fairly spiffy. All glass walls, hanging interior trees with chrome platters, soft live string quartet playing augmented classical music, AR overlays that are very subtle and tasteful, corporate dinners whispering, I mean, corporate diners whispering over 5,000 new yen bottles of alcohol.
Nice.
Um, you are ushered in and told that your that you are expected at a table that's already held for you. And when you go and sit down, there's a gentleman already sitting there. As you go to sit, he stands up. He actually comes around the corner and pulls out the chair for Sprocket and Axel.
Wahoo!
And, shakes everybody's hand before everybody sits down.
I've always depended on the kindness of strangers.
Good afternoon. My name is Victor Halbert. I am Vice President of Thermagic Systems at the Arcano Research Division, a subsidiary of the Manhattan Financial Megacorp. Well, we won't go into the details of which one, but it is one of the 7. He has no visible cyberware. Anybody want to look at him astrally?
As long as it wouldn't be considered rude, sure.
Yeah, I mean, dropping into astral and looking at people is something that you can do, Cat can do, and Knox.
Can do it?
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't know, Cat can do.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Oh,
he has
yeah.
that magic done.
yeah, she's a physical adept.
Or not?
All right. So, if you have, if you have a cult, roll a cult. If not, use your notice at a -1 if you want to assess him.
All right. So would the cult be in the same place as the notice?
Yeah, I don't think you have a cult.
I don't have a cult.
Okay.
Although I thought about starting one.
Uh,
All right, Knox. Yours is interesting because you see like what would be augmented reality, but also if somebody has magic, you would also sense it. Mr. Steelhawk does not have any augmentations, no visible cyberware or magic. Um, he just has a very strong, controlled aura of high intellect, definitely no fear under normal circumstances. But with a role like that, you can actually feel that this gentleman who normally does not feel fear and is a corporate shark does have a level of apprehension that is not normal for him.
Hmm.
He is not corrupted at all, and he is not possessed.
Are you saying I can smell the stink of fear coming off of him?
You can't, but Steve can. You rolled a 3. You went to go look at him astrally and kind of got distracted by all of the pretty trees.
You want me to? Can I Benny that? See if I notice a little bit more.
I mean, if you want, but it's not a necessary roll, but you certainly can. You have enough bennies.
I know, right?
can
Ooh,
us,
look at that.
All right. So you
can,
have,
can us
yeah, you have,
half casters make a notice roll too?
huh?
Can us half casters make a notice roll too? Just
Do you have
no, I'm not talking about
the,
the sensing, but I mean like the general area. I still want to know about my general area, what I might see pick up off him. That's still something I can do with just regular notice.
yeah, you guys can do that with regular notice too.
I don't want to be left out. Eight.
Leave out my pocket.
All right. So you can also tell straight up. You can also roll if you wish, Helix. So Victor speaks plainly. 6 weeks ago, our Arcano division detected a mana irregularity between Midtown, or beneath Midtown, I'm sorry. Nothing dramatic, a fluctuation. We initiated a stabilizing project. He folds his hands. During phase testing, personnel began disappearing. No biometric flatline, no exit logs, no matrix trace. Simply ceasing to exist within a controlled laboratory condition. We believe it is a containment failure, possibly internal sabotage, possibly some sort of ritual misalignment. Cannot involve law enforcement. We cannot involve our competitors. And we cannot suspend the project until we understand whether doing so would worsen the instability. You will investigate, please?
What kind of project are they working on?
It is a magical fluctuation. In the world, there are rivers of magic. People call them ley lines. There's one that goes underneath Manhattan, specifically under Midtown. Something was fluctuating, almost like the river of magic was vibrating. So we created a project that we thought would stabilize that magic, because the magic flowing smoothly and strongly behooves us all. We did not want some untold magic going on under Manhattan.
And if you could suffer yourself off a few pints, who's to say?
He smiles a little bit. What I would like done is I would like the cause of the disappearance to be discovered. Just determine whether or not it's sabotage or espionage, if possible. Help us prevent further losses. And because you are outsiders with no ties here in New York, it protects our corporate confidentiality. You don't have the contacts to go and sell the information yet. By the time you do, hopefully we'll have everything fixed and it won't be a problem.
Will we have free reign of the facility? Or free access to this facility?
Well, yes. What my plans are is to get you identification badges and bring you on site. I know. Bringing Shadowrunners openly into a corporate building is not normal, if that tells you the situation that we're in.
Understandable.
Now, this is a thinning. Besides the vibrations, we've detected a thinning in the boundary between the material and astral plane. It's not normal. So we're afraid if we just turn off the project, it might make things even worse. What if turning it off rips a hole in the astral plane, we know there are things on the other side of it that we don't want coming through. If you remember Chicago.
Yep.
For those of you out of the loop, about 25 years ago, Chicago got overrun by bug spirits. Like giant 7 and 8 foot tall ant people and cockroach people and
Cicadas.
Man, yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
Not that I can think of right off the bat, but I got $50 on Portal and Accidental in the pool.
He raises an eyebrow. Anybody else have any questions?
There's be serious.
I am serious. Very serious.
As long as you're not Yahoo serious.
That's a good movie. I like that. I liked it.
Ricard, you have any questions or comments? You've been awfully quiet.
No, I'm just listening.
Okay.
Yeah. Same. Well, trying to.
All right. What I have is, hold on. I lost where I was. 25,000 new yen each, half up front. Medical coverage if injured on site. A bonus of 10,000 yen each if the situation is resolved without external exposure. Anybody cared? He doesn't say this, but is there anybody who cares to try and negotiate that?
I don't know. You got people disappearing. I think it's worth a little bit more than that.
Anyone got better than a D6?
Who's got a good persuasion check? I believe.
That would probably be me.
Yeah, that's either you and or I mean everybody can make a can try and help with this, but as the main roller, I believe it would either be Bloodsong or oddly enough, Nox.
All right, here's my assist roll.
Yeah, because he is also an elf. Yeah.
+2.
Dang.
Oh,
All right. Well, there's a +3 total. So that would bring that up to a 9 on your persuasion check. Are you comfortable with the 9 or did you want to spend a Benny?
Who? Me?
Adrian.
Well, I thought I did. Did I not do it?
Okay, what
As long as
you're
I can keep
doing,
the higher roll.
you would keep the higher roll of the two. What you were doing, Kat, was you were helping the main roller. You were giving aid checks, making his roll higher.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That'd be 11.
Yeah, that would be an 11. All right. So I need. And oh yeah, he is comfortable. He increases the overall compensation and the bonus by 15%. If somebody else wants to do the math on that, my brain says no.
So 25,000.
10% of what?
15% of 25,000 and 10,000.
So about 3,000, I think, maybe 2,000 and some change, and an extra 1,000.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
thought
1,500.
y'all were having a problem that only we could solve. Apparently, you've got a problem that anybody can solve at those points.
Cat, tell you, the 15% increase is the maximum that he can go. Besides, so he's going to round it up to $30,000 with a $12,000 bonus each. And that's times 5. That's each person, not. So that's 42,000 new yen each. That is considerably higher than most jobs pay, Kat.
Okay.
And now with that math,
Yeah.
now you got to make it cash those checks.
Ready what?
Now you have to make your mouth cash those checks. You got to be as good as you're trying to get all the money for.
Well, I
Victor,
mean, promise if anything's in there, I'm gonna kill it.
That's my girl.
Victor is very happy that you agreed. He smiles and stands up and shakes everybody's hand, giving a slight gentlemanly bow to Axel and Sprocket. Then he slides over 5 separate New Yen cred sticks. You can check them out. They are set at 30,000 yen each. Or I'm sorry, 15,000 yen because it's half up front.
Now I've had a cotillion, so I give him a curtsy, a big old curtsy.
You begin tomorrow at 2100 hours. The next stabilization cycle is scheduled for 2140, giving you 40 minutes to do a quick check, and then you'll be there for the cycle to see if you can figure out what's going on.
Is the driver picking us up?
If you discover this is something larger than an internal error, I expect you to tell me before the city does. Outside the glass walls, the lightning flickers over Manhattan, very faint, almost rhythmic. He excuses himself and says, "Please, the dinner is on me. I have other places that I must travel this night, and sadly other things that I must do." And then he gives his personal number to Sprocket and says, "Call me. You should need me."
I don't.
Oh, and don't carry, obviously, any rocket launchers or anything major, but your standard gear should be fine. If you can hide it under jacket, it will be cleared past security.
I avoid giving Axel a look.
All
Knowing
right.
that she has weapons hidden under her jacket.
You already know.
All right. So You are in a 5-star fancy French restaurant. What do you guys eat?
Kobe beefsteak.
Come on, Ricard, it's your time to shine. It's real food.
Oh, I'll just have the beef bourguignon.
The what?
Right.
Beef bourguignon.
Boof. It's actually
Okay.
bouf bourguignon.
I've heard it pronounced that way before.
I have a few of those.
It's just a beef stew.
And the dessert tray.
Yeah, the desserts are fancy. Half of them are, flammable. Different flambés and such like that.
We cherish Jubilee.
It's a basic mousse.
Yeah, just bring the dessert part over here and drop it.
Ah, well, we do not have a dessert cart, but I can give you a sampler of all of our desserts.
Okay.
All right. So besides eating and drinking, did anybody get sloppy drunk on the fancy alcohol?
No, never.
No.
Get a little
No.
buzzed, but don't get drunk.
Thanks.
It
Yeah, both of them
normally
barely
doesn't. It normally doesn't say anything about it, but I would assume having the hardy feat would make it kind of hard to get like thinking drunk.
Yeah, good constitution. Probably burns it
Yeah.
up fast. Yeah, I agree.
Better if you
And
have a high vigor roll, I guess, or die, whatever, and make a good roll.
yeah, and I
And
would
do we really
also
want to see the troll drunk and
what was
armed?
that cut out?
I said, do we really want to see the troll drunk and armed?
Nope.
Nah.
And on the pool, probably.
More importantly, if the troll passes out, who wants to try to carry her?
That too.
Oh, it's not like only one of us has to do that. We can all help. There's plenty of spaces to pick her up.
All right. So
I'll just
You
remind
have-
everybody we're still on the job.
you have almost 24 hours before the actual mission. You guys doing anything to prep or?
I
You're not
practice
actually-
clipping and unclipping, or unclipping and clipping.
Okay. You're actually not sneaking in, so it's not like you have to like figure out the best path to get into the building.
Question. Will I be able to take both drones or only Bob because they'll be in pieces?
Only Bob.
Okay. Can I find some scrap materials? Just like I don't, even if I have to like order it from Amazon, just put like a couple extra points of armor on Bob.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Bob is upgradable with money. Make another wealth check for me real quick. All right. No dip in your
Right on. How many may I get for Bob? 2 or 3?
2.
Got it?
And make a quick repair check to install it.
Yep. There it is.
So on my 50-inch TV, I have the Drake Shadowrun thing opened, and it's got the picture of Cinder Ward, which makes Cinder Ward almost the size of a real cat. I am waiting for my cat, who's asleep on the desk, to wake up and look at that and start growling. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You drive down to the corporate buffer zone. You are in all of the buildings in this area are all high tech. They all have above and beyond the normal level of security. The whole entire zone is set up to almost be its own security system. I mean, it's individual buildings, obviously, and they all have their own corporate security, but the presence of Lone Star here is very high. They don't have beat cops walking around. They have fast threat response units with cyberware and or mages on like normal everyday foot patrol. It's a fun little area. But you make it down. You drive to a parking lot area of which, when they see you, they just say, "Ah, the boss has you already cleared," and they let you in. They, as you come out, they hand you biometric access encoded passkeys. You guys go up to the main door, and the way the security here goes is the proximity alarm goes off that someone's coming by. It sends out communications that talk to your passcodes. Your credentials are confirmed, and the doors open before you actually get there with soft chime. In your especially for you, Steve, you see an AR text flash across your vision. Arcano Division, temporary access authorized. You guys go through a security checkpoint that's polished black stone and brushed steel. There's a scan, again another comlink handshake, and the biometric verification. Weapons must be declared and tagged, but they will not be taken from you. They just, security requires to know what is being brought on as a level of knowledge. The security officer says, all right, the Arcano research clearance. Oh yes, sub-level 3 escort required. You are not treated like criminals. You are treated as volatile but necessary, respected contractors is the feeling that you get.
Ooh.
One of their heavily armed and armored security personnel gets in the elevator with you. The elevator ride goes down for quite a while. First, you have to get on. You have to travel up to the 31st 34th floor, which is the administrative buffer floor. Then you transfer to a secure lift that requires your escort to insert a key card and simultaneous biometric confirmation. And you guys who have magic can feel a magical essence. There's a ward on the tower on this elevator, and the ward lifts, allowing you guys to get in. The elevator descent is long enough to notice. There's signal interference on your guys' comms and such that begin around sub-level 2. I'm sorry, you're going down to sub-level 5. By sub-level 4, your comms flicker out completely, no contact with the surface.
We still have contact with each other.
Yes. By sub-level 5, there's a faint pressure in your ears.
I chew some gum.
The elevator doors slide open.
Nice.
Damn, Spider, you're gonna have to do all the characters for my book.
I like that it kept the necklace on her.
Well, it looks kind of hot. I mean, I might wear that to work.
Sprocket cleans up kind of nice.
So those goggles and wires coming out of her head, but still kind of works for her.
Yeah. Nox looks kind of spiffy.
Yep.
I mean, Bloodsong kind of looks like Bloodsong.
Yeah. He is Bloodsong.
Alrighty.
He just looks formal instead of, like he's, going to a metal show, I guess. Or fronting a metal show, I guess.
Can you guys see the map?
I see us in the elevator.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when you outside the elevator, you see a couple security dudes, and you also see this young lady.
That's probably the most attractive orc I've ever seen.
She comes forward and introduces herself as Dr. Helena Marquette. And she is, if you guys will come with me, I will show you where we need to go. Oops, somebody closed the door. I hate to say it, but moving in and out of that elevator is a pain in the ass. I will just move all of you real quick. Oh. Well, shit. Somebody else was moving as well.
You dropped a template there too.
Yeah, I was trying to do something. So if you drop something on the map, that's sometimes a pain in the ass to get rid of it. All right. So let's group you guys up together a little bit to make travel a little easier.
I mean, as the GM, you should be able to go to the measurement layer and just delete all measurement things.
Yeah, that's not a measurement thing. That was I was actually dropped something on somebody's character sheet, and
I guess you missed.
yeah, and it landed there on the map, and I had no idea how to get it back off there, and it wasn't that important to me.
Huh. I wonder what layer you put that thing on. That's weird.
All right. Come around the corner this way. All right. So to your left, she points, there's a corridor, and you can see a couple corporate guards there. She says, those are the engines, basically, and the machinery that is powering our little experiment down here.
Little accidental window right here. I
Yeah.
assume it's an accident. Gaps between doors and stuff. Doors, malls.
Yeah, I was in a little bit of a hurry when I got that done.
Did I ever give you auto wall?
Yeah, auto wall is not even a thing that works anymore.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah. It'll even tell you like when you I stopped making the message pop up, but it was like auto wall is no longer supported. Please use this instead.
Oh no, that's just the importer. You can use it to export and to actually do the auto wall, but you use the whatever it says the importer. That's what you use to import. But it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't working very well. It like stopped, like it needed another update, and I don't think they updated it. Anywho, all right. So if you guys want to, there's a window in the northern section of this. So if you like move kind of close over here, you should be able to like put yourself partially through that.
That is
wall. You guys can like see that other area.
Well, see, this is why they had the accident. One scientist is stressed, and the other one's exhausted. Of course, they had problems.
All right. And this is the
wow, two of these scientists down here are jealous, and one of them is sad.
yeah, I'll never understand the algorithm for naming these things. But it's still better than like Scientist 1 and Scientist 2.
Yeah.
I mean, less so if you get two of the same thing, I guess, but
This
Yeah,
guy's decent. This
well,
guy's
maybe
decent
they're
buffer before.
twins.
Got decent buffer before it overflows and then starts repeating and stuff. I haven't seen it
Yeah.
repeat yet, and I've had like 20 guys on the table before.
All right. So all of the rooms and everything are obviously sterile white corridors. The lighting is bright but not warm. The walls are clean ceramic tile reinforced by dark structural seams. The floor tiles are white with darker grid lines, easy to clean, easy to see blood on. There are security cameras recessed into all of the corners. The air smells faintly metallic and of disinfectant. The air is also cold, and it's probably about 62 degrees in here.
dang,
You can see,
pretty cold for indoors.
yep. And while you're here, you hear it faintly, a hum, low and rhythmic. It's not electrical, it's almost biological. And for you guys with magic, which is in various ways everybody but Helix. Or wait, didn't you say you were more adept as well? Ricard?
No.
Okay. Most of you guys can almost feel like a weird strumming energy, like a heartbeat of magic. Everything here besides that is clean, measured, precise, almost sterile. No sign of violence, no scorch marks, no scattered glass. There's just a faint glow. As you can see, like in the center of the room, there's like a faint glow, and that is it's teal and it's pulsing softly, like every 8 to 10 seconds. Um, the doctor who escorted you here and tells you that she's in charge down here, and she does say, please do me a favor, do all of us a favor, don't touch anything without asking. I know that you're here to investigate, but if you push the wrong buttons, you may inadvertently cause a catastrophe.
Understand.
You'll be here observing during the next cycle. She doesn't smile. She seems a little nervous, but she looks tired. She looks like she hasn't slept in a good long time. And because it's 9 o'clock and we're going to be losing Adrian, and because, well, things are about to get real hectic real fast, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Well,
Do you guys feel a significant difference between being in New York and being here?
yeah, I do.
All right, that was pretty much the whole point of tonight, was giving you that feeling that you're not in Kansas anymore. Things definitely work differently here. You've stepped into a different type of environment.
Nah, like I thought you did real well.
You've also personally evolved a little bit with your new augmentation points and such.
It's true.
And things are about to get real interesting real fast. Anybody have any questions or comments or anything?
Do I get to keep the dress?
Yes, you get to keep the dress.
I think we just came here
Spider did a
from nowhere
really
anyway,
good
didn't we?
job. Yeah, well, I mean, it looked so hot on me. It burned it out to dinner. I think I should wear it to work the next day.
I mean, we're in a corpo building. I feel like we'd probably still be fancy.
Probably so.
We're not allowed to bring in too many weapons anyway, so.
Well, I mean, that's the difference. I wouldn't have brought in. There are some Shadowrunners by this point in time who have gone real heavy, and they have like uh, assault rifles and friggin' big combat shotguns and shit like that, or rocket launchers, and they try and take them everywhere if they can get away with it. This is if it's a submachine gun or a pistol or even the folding axes, you can get away with it without too much of a problem. But obviously, besides the security guards, you're the only ones who are armed. Definitely not any of the scientists. anybody got any like feedback or critiques for me so I can work? Is there anything that you guys wanted me to work on?
I thought you did an excellent job. I could
Yeah,
tweak it if I wanted to right now. I think.
You did great.
I enjoyed that.
All right. I know some people don't like a lot of information dump, and not everybody is a huge fan of the interludes and such, but I just figured it was a
Well,
good
Zeph
way.
isn't here anymore, so
I like a little role play in my role playing game.
yeah, same.
Yeah, I mean, we can't go around smashing people in the head all the time.
Yeah. I mean, this is supposed to be a different feel than the superhero game.
Yeah.
You're both
Well,
doing.
that's was a little concerned that I was in the wrong game the other day because it kind of does. Make, everybody was disappearing in the scientific tent Wednesday night and up in the Antarctic, and now they disappeared in New York, and I'm wondering if they ain't connected.
Yeah, no, you'll just
Um,
notice that there is like a connection. Even the what we're going to face and what we faced in that storage car or that cargo container aren't the same thing, but they are the same level of madness. So,
Yeah.
well, actually,
in
I'll
my
tell you
opinion,
straight out. Technically, what's going on here is on some level connected to that strange node that you found in the storage container.
that's what I
Yeah.
said.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Just
Did you say note?
But
N-O-T-E
different
or
direction.
node? N-O-D-E. Node. Okay.
node, remember that cargo container that had like you guys
Yes.
went to go? Yeah.
Yes.
Except you
But
were
I
saying
will
that was like alien and not
well, it
must have got
was
that wrong.
yeah, it
Well,
was
you
it
mean
was
like otherworldly, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, not alien like from outer space, but definitely not normal and not mortal. And I will tell you what's going on here and what the actual the main storyline and the problems here is definitely not connected in any way, shape, or form to what's going on in the superhero stuff.
Other than the fact that it's from another dimension, just not the same dimension.
Yeah, it still it still
Um,
rhymes.
yeah, the stuff in the superhero game is going to actually be heading a little bit more timey-wimey bullshit.
Mm.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that would almost fit then. It
Time
almost
lords.
could be the same thing then. If it's a different, if it's from a different time, it could be in the future too.
Yeah, no, there's definitely not any connection at all. You guys will see the huge differences in the future, but yeah. There are some common threads in role-playing game. There's a lot of stuff, especially at you know docks and ships and cargo containers and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's real easy to get into games, and it's just interesting because these games the other game because we had stopped and waited to see if the Ninetales fellow was going to be able to join. So the superhero game is about 3 weeks later than we started at 3 weeks after we started the Shadowrun stuff. But then we've had missions where, like in both games, you were messing with cargo containers and at the docks. It just happened to line up that way. Where if both games had started at the same time, it wouldn't have. And also, you wouldn't have had people gone missing at the same time, if not for the gentleman asking us to wait for a couple weeks and then not being able to play.
Hmm.
And it's just a weird alignment of time.